Hey, Sean, until I was 30, I tied my shoes the wrong way. And you probably do too, unless you've taken the time in the past few years to relearn from scratch how to tie your shoes. Now, I'm not taking any credit for the discovery of this knot or this process or its impact on the shoe tying world. I just wanted to talk about how this one simple change affected my shoe life, but really what it means in the bigger sense of things. And so to start, this all goes back to a TED Talk that was filmed in 2005. It's by a guy named Terry Moore, and it is 2 minutes and 44 seconds. I'll link to it in the description below. And he talks about how the knot that he ties is a slightly different variation of the knot that everyone ties, and it was because his shoes kept coming untied, and he went to a shoe store and said, I need different shoes, and they said, well, you're tying them wrong. And so he was 50 at the time and relearned to tie his shoe with a better knot. And the knot that I tie is even a little different than that. And so I'll walk you through quickly how I tie my shoe. The tying this knot is simple. You start the same way where you just loop the lace around itself, and then you're going to make 2 loops. On one side, you're going to have the string go over the top, and on the other side, you're going to make a loop where the string goes underneath itself. So on top, underneath, and then all you do is you're going to pull the 2 loops through themselves. So you overlap them, you grab them, and then you pull. And that's the knot. And it looks the same as any other knot once it's done, but it's a lot stronger because it pulls on itself a little differently, and it's almost like a square knot. But when you get a little faster at tying it, you just pull it over, and in the same motion, you shove that under and grab it. And that's the knot. Now, regardless of whether you tie this knot or a different knot, or whether you're going to try this one, or if you tie your shoes with some other knot that's even better than this one that I'm not yet aware of, there's a lesson here about your openness to learning and trying. And there's people who may think that the way I tie my shoe has always worked. There is no reason to change it. I don't have a problem with it. And you may be fine not trying it. I'm not telling you what to do. But there's a type of person who says, I've always tied it this way. Maybe I'll try something new. Maybe I'll try this knot. Maybe I'll try a different knot. And technically, when you're in the speed of things, and I'm not going to compete with anybody, but my knot is a faster knot to tie than the traditional sort of bunny ears around the tree, whatever you want to call it. It's a faster knot to tie when you tie it naturally compared to the other knots, and it's a stronger knot. And it did take me some time to learn, and now for me to go back is difficult, and it would take me a long time to tie the knot that most of you probably tie. But the takeaway here is this. There are things that you do in life that maybe could be optimized, but you have to be open to it. And you have to be open to maybe going through some discomfort, and in exchange for that discomfort, maybe you learn something new, maybe you learn something about yourself, maybe you reaffirm that the way you did it before was superior. And the big important lesson here, beyond all of that, is that after you find something new that's better, not to be completely resolute that it is the best. You have to be open to there's still something potentially better. And so I'm not sitting here saying I now tie my shoes the best way. I'm saying I tie my shoes better than I did before. But if I find something new, a new knot, I'm not here to argue that my knot is the best knot. I'm open to things. And putting yourself in that mindset is an important thing as a creator, as a creative, as a human, as a member of any community and society. Being open to change, being willing to challenge your own beliefs and try things, and either affirm that you were doing something in the best way, or find that there's room for you to improve. And you can find that something as minuscule as shoe tying can have an impact on your day, but there may be other things that you're doing or trying or thinking that with a little bit of tweaking and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit, you can have impacts that you didn't imagine. So the takeaway is this. You don't have to relearn to tie your shoes if you don't want. It is a bit of a process, but be open to other ideas and be open to challenging the things that you've known and taken for granted your entire life. Be open to the idea that there might be something better out there, even if it's not the best thing for you right now. That's all I got. See you later. Bye.